Hey guys, welcome back. This episode and the next episode are actually both post-commentated, because the game somehow found a way to corrupt my audio file for my microphone only. I can't re-record these episodes because they, because the game autosaves. So, between episodes, I bought some new weapons. I went over here to show them off. I got the highest ranked grenade launcher, which actually has 8 shots, or rather 4 in the clip, and then you have 8 total. It's the highest rated one, so I think it's the best one. Crafted a bunch of jam comms. I also equipped my shotgun, my best shotgun, my silenced pistol, and my best assault rifle. The shotgun I didn't buy, I just picked it up in the previous stage. And the reason I went into the alley is so that people didn't see it and freak out. That bike also, I ordered that one. It's the same one as before, so it's a nice bike. Something like $8,000 in-game.
I'm heading into a tough neighborhood. I need to be prepared.
I believe between episodes all I did was buy that and craft a few things. Yeah, and I didn't know this was a mechanic, but you can sell junk. I don't know where I got the junk, though. It's not worth much.
Security protocols today after a prison break. Facts are sketchy, but we do know that at least one prisoner managed to make it past all security checkpoints. Fortunately, Chicago's finest apprehended the prisoner shortly afterward. John Smith, 34, has been remanded in custody. His lawyer says his client is a victim of mistaken identity.
So as you heard there, just another bit of collateral damage from Aiden here. I got some poor sap arrested. That's great.
Excellent buy.
And then here's another one of the many moments in this game of them giving you an objective all the way across the entire goddamn map. I don't know why they do this, but at least in this game, it doesn't seem to take very long to drive from one end of the map to the other, despite it being a fairly large map. And I think the CTOS control centers are now all unlocked for me. I've got to do some episode in the near future where I just do all of them.
CTOS access there. Yeah, I better hack the district control center first.
So I need to go hack the district control center. I get the feeling that at this point of the game, you're able to go ahead, or anytime you go into a new area, rather, and you have a mission there, if you haven't already done the C2S control center there, the game will force you to do that. I'm not sure, that's just kind of the feeling I'm getting, but if I am allowed to go do them early, which I think I am, then I think I am actually going to just do an episode or two where I go ahead and get all of the C2S control center missions out of the way, so we can continue with the main story. And like I was saying before, you can clear a lot of ground quite quickly in this game. This bike was only $5,000, it's a one-time payment, then you can have it teleported to you, just about anywhere. The game is really bad at teleporting it to you. Sometimes it'll teleport it right beside you, which is nice. Sometimes it'll teleport it on the other side of a wall that you can't get past. By driving, you have to vault it, so the bike is useless to you. The game seems to be pretty bad about that, actually. We started like 3,500 miles away, and we're already almost there, so that's one nice thing, although this bike does have some of the... It has almost maxed out top speed. It might actually have maxed out top speed, I don't know. But all around, I think it's a really good bike. That being said, we're almost at our destination, and we go on to our second CTOS control center map. I actually find these kind of fun. There are definitely problems, because there are obvious problems with the stealth and the shooting. But you'll see my biggest problem with this one in a moment once we get there. And the problem is that I like in stealth games when you don't have to kill everyone. I was a big fan of the first 3 Thief games. The 4th Thief game, the new one, is not a Thief game. It's not even made by the same people, and it's terrible. But in the original Thief games, if you play on the hardest difficulty, Garrett says, "I am a thief, not an assassin. I do not kill." And you need to beat the game. You can knock people out, but you can't kill them. I like that. It's more pure stealth, you know? I have nothing against being able to kill people in stealth. I like when the game has enough variety that you're allowed to kill them or not kill them, silently or not silently, like, have a lot of variety. However, I like the option to be able to do everything completely silently without killing anyone. And as you see in this one, I don't think that's possible. You also see another problem here. I looked at that door earlier, one of those garage doors, and there were 2 civilians standing right next to it. And this is a C2S private security area. There are armed guards everywhere. There are snipers all over the goddamn place. I kind of assumed... I don't know why I couldn't spot that guy. I kind of assumed... And look at this. Still not getting marked off. I assumed that the civilians would care if I opened the door and walked in, but they don't, as you'll see a bit later. Here's also when I notice this little bit of weirdness.
You're so ugly, your mother had to feed you with a slingshot.
I don't know why this is a thing, but the sniper doesn't seem to care. So, I don't know the point.
You truly have no equal. Everybody else is so much better.
And it's not a very good Canadian accent either. But yeah, look. The marksman doesn't care, so what's the point of it?
Ladies, time to upgrade. I also run on 2 AAA batteries, if you get my drift.
What's the point of it? Like, other than just, it's funny, what's the point of it if it doesn't distract the enemy in the room? I don't get it. And why would the sniper not be distracted by the talking moose going off behind him 3 times in a row? So, I don't know. It's weird. And of course I'm allowed to use my phone here for short-range connectivity for some reason. You'd think the place where the security would be highest of all would be CTOS, but okay. So in the interest of not being spotted by the guard at the front desk, I jumped here. Or front desk, the front gate. And here's where you see another problem. So I crafted all these lures, alright? The lures, they're kind of like the rocks you throw in Far Cry 3. So I have these lures here. I crafted a few more, of course, because I had a lot of stuff for it. I decide, okay, I'll use that to distract these guys. So I toss it over there. I set it off. There we go. And they don't react. So okay, so they need to be closer. Okay, there, right beside him. No, they just don't care. It seems like only guards care. And then I just go in, and they watch me go into the restricted area, and they don't care. I activate the door, and it just doesn't go. Until I move away from it more, despite me not being in the way. And the guard over there doesn't notice. The whole thing was really weird. So, here you get to see me stealth through this place. I actually think this place has a really interesting layout. I think that it's really, really cool. The biggest thing you need to look out for here, from what I understood, is... First of all, you have no idea where you're going, which I found to be a problem. And second of all, the weirdest part is the snipers aren't really a problem here. What I find to be the problem is there's a lot of open space, and the floors that they're standing on up there, those platforms, I don't know what the hell that noise is supposed to be, by the way. I think it's supposed to be their laser sights, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it's the only thing I can piece together. There are a lot of patrolling guards, and as you can see from the grating above my head right now, that's see-through. They can see me through that, so I gotta be really cautious with that, but not all of them are see-through. Some are like solid metal planks that they can't see through. So you need to be really, really aware of what ground they can and can't see you through. And because you're so out in the open, and because they're on a whole different floor from you with whole different platforms than you, they could really easily sneak up on you. I decided to open that just in case I end up going over there and need something to hide behind. So, it's worrying. Here you see another problem with the targeting, where I'm trying to look at, like, do I need to distract this guy? Because I'm thinking I need to go to where that other sniper is, like the Moosehead place. That's where I thought I'm supposed to go. So I'm trying to decide, like, what I'm supposed to do. I got that forklift over there I could use to distract him, but it's not letting me target the forklift anymore. I almost get caught there by that guy patrolling. But it seems to only want me to use the forklift from over here. And it's not that I'm out of range, it's that it keeps targeting the wrong thing. And it's weird, even if you put it in the middle of the screen, it targets the wrong thing. And see, right there, it wants to target that electronic sign, which doesn't seem to distract anyone. I can climb up there, but that wouldn't help at all. I'd probably get spotted right away. So eventually I just kind of decided just go for it. That's when I noticed the metal panels there, so I could walk under there and use that as cover. And here's where you find another problem with this stage is if you just kind of go for it and you walk directly under them through the center there, you can't really be spotted. There are a lot of spots here that look like a terrible idea to go to, from far away at least, but then you quickly realize, like, there is nothing over there. And as I find at the end of the mission, there's an entire area of this stage, I guess you would call it, that is completely barren of guards and lets you come in so easily. So you find the random guard that has the code, and then you need to find where the hack is. And it points out where the hack is, but it's kind of hard to see. It's actually right in that building, right where the guard was. But the guard doesn't move. He's not a patrolling guard, he's a stationary guard. Which causes the problem of, I think this may be impossible to do without killing people. There is a camera in that room that is on the laptop, and I think it's pointed at the hack. You might be able to use that. However, I don't know how you're supposed to leapfrog to that camera. So, I don't know if there's a way to do it. Either then maybe there's some trick you could do with lures to get in the room, and maybe there's like a really hidden corner in the room you could go to and not get seen in there. I'm not really sure. But here I was just trying to figure out, like, what am I gonna do? What's this patrol? And eventually I just decided I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to kill all these security guards. I really want to just pure stealth this, but it kind of looks like I have to, so I drew the spec-off silenced pistol. I could get him there, but I decided he'd probably be... The guards that's stationary would probably be less likely to see him if I killed him when he was on his patrol route on the right. So I decided to wait for that. And another thing to point out in this game, in most games you can crouch at will in stealth. In this game, when you're in a restricted area, you're always kind of crouched unless you're aiming at iron sights. So I shoot him, he notices, I go into focus for slow-mo, and get him. This is where things get a little iffy. The bodies kind of leapfrog. You see, that guy starts to know, so I decide, okay, I've got to move fast and get him. Despite how he's yelling, no one else is noticing. So I decide I need to kill him fast. I go into focus again, and I get him. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it really difficult to figure out whether I'm in focus or not sometimes. Like, it seems to arbitrarily go out of focus, and I don't know the rhyme or reason behind it. Like, right there. It didn't have the glow when I was doing the shooting part. So, I didn't know I was in focus, but I was. Anyway, here I do the minigame for the intrusion. This was a really easy one, which is weird, because I thought the CTOS ones were always going to be, you know, you do like 3 of them in a row, and they get progressively more difficult. But no, this was a very, very simple one. There wasn't even one of those time limit puzzles to it. I guess the time limit is just that I'm over there and bodies are being found, so I need to work fast. And here again, there's more flavor if you want to watch the videos, but I was just trying to find the right hack.
Are they actually monitoring private homes?
So it's just more stuff to make you feel like they're evil, you know. But anyway, I noticed that none of the bodies are found yet. I was like, well, that's weird. And then I started to notice something weirder. I'm walking around, where are the bodies? I just killed people right here. The bodies actually despawned. This is me looking for the bodies right now. The bodies despawned. I had no idea that was a thing in this game, of despawning bodies. It seems kind of ridiculous to me that the body can be found, but the body will despawn in about 20 seconds. What the fuck is the point? So I decide, like, I probably can't jump the fence because it's barbed wired, but I can climb up these and just, you know, jump and tuck and roll. I'm parkour king. You can't. Wants me to leave the area. Weird, I don't know why those are even stacked up there. But then I noticed something weirder. This corner of the stage, while I'm clearly still in the stage, is not in a circle. And boom, I'm done. I didn't leave, but I'm done. If they just made the circle a little bigger, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Now, Racine. Let's find out what you know about Nikki.
Yeah. So I'm not even out yet. Not really. So that was just me looking around for the campaign and seeing it's over there. So yeah, I am truly done this mission.
Racine. Let's see where
And
that
then it
is.
shows me this, even though I already targeted it.
Gotcha. Robert Racine.
I don't know why they didn't just have me go straight into that cutscene before they targeted on my map, so that it eliminated the possibility of that bit of weirdness, but I guess it's not a big deal. And then I found this gate. If I had gone in through this gate in the first place, there would have been nothing. Like, no one was over there. No one was over there at all. I could have finished the stage, like, instantly if I had seen that earlier. Oh, right, and this little bit of bullshit. I decided to walk and talk a little bit by calling in my motorcycle, and here's what I was saying before, but sometimes they spawn in the worst spots.
Yeah, I got you covered.
Look where it spawned!
Ready for pickup.
Yeah, how am I supposed to drive that out of there? So I just decided to run. I still have another 2 minutes of footage, but honestly I didn't really say much in it other than just finishing my thoughts on it on the stage, which I basically just explained during the stage. So, really, that's it for this stage. On the next one, we go on to find that guy at his yachting place. Until next time, have a nice day.